and welcome to another reading lesson with Miss Meadows. Today we are going to be working on Module 3, Week 3, Lesson 13, I think it is. Whoa, that left my brain for a second. All right, the good news is today that we are just reviewing or going over our vocabulary that we learned yesterday, so I will talk about that when we get to our My Book. So we don't have to do vocabulary today, but right now you should have your My Book out. You should have your iPad out, and you should have your headphones out. You do not need your composition notebook. If you have it out, that's no big deal. Keep it out. But we're going to jump right in with our anchor chart today. Our anchor chart is on text organization. Today we are talking about chronological order. That says informational texts have a structure or type of organization that fits the topic and the author's purpose. So text organized in chronological order tell about events in order. They can also explain the steps to make or do something. So it's got first, next or then, and then finally last. So we're going to look for numbers or clue words to understand the order. So for example, tonight Miss Meadows is ordering a pizza to eat for dinner. If I was going to tell you how I'm going to do that in chronological order, I would say first, I'm going to order my pizza either by calling or online. That's what I would do first. And then next, I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to drive to the pizza place. I'm going to pick up my pizza. And then next, after that, I'm going to go home. I'm going to take my pizza home. And then last, I'm going to eat my pizza. I'm going to enjoy my pizza, and I'm going to have fun with my pizza. But I wouldn't have told you that where I would say, first, I'm going to eat my pizza, because that wouldn't make sense. That's not chronological order, because I didn't eat my pizza first. I have to order my pizza first. So that's what it means by chronological order. You want to do things in the way that they happened, or in the way that the story tells us, in the sequence that the story goes. Kind of like when we talk about story sequence, when we say like first, middle, end, or beginning, middle, end. This is kind of like that with first, next, and finally, or last. All right, so if you could, we're going to get right into our books. Go ahead, open your books to page 65. You should be on the book we read yesterday, and I will see you in just a second. I got to get my book out. All right, friends, I'm back. I got my book. I'm ready to go. My book is open to page 64. I hope your book is open to page 64. I'm going to move on thinking that it is. If it's not, go ahead, pause the video, but we're going to get right started. So first, before we read, we're going to talk about our genre. This is a procedural text, and it tells us how to do or make something. We're going to look for directions to follow, numbered steps that are in order, and pictures that help us understand. Reminder, our power words are predators, prey, school, circling, and herd. Predators is an animal that would be like looking to hunt another animal. Prey is the animal that would be getting hunted. A school doesn't mean like the building that we're in. A school means like a group of fish all together. Circling means you're walking around something in a circle. And a herd is a big group of animals all together. Or a herd is also, if you are like a dog herding sheep, getting them to all go to the same spot together. So our purpose for reading today is we're going to use the topic of the text and important details to help us summarize and use our own words to retell. So let's get started. Our story is Step-by-Step Advice from the Animal Kingdom by Steve Jenkins and Robin Page. They are our authors, or the people who write the story. How to defend yourself like an armadillo. Number 1, freeze! Many predators don't notice prey unless it's moving. Holding still can be a good tactic. Number 2, run. Armadillos can move quickly. So can you. If freezing doesn't work, don't just sit there. Number 3, dig. Start digging a hole. Use your long claws. Work quickly. You'll soon have a burrow to hide in. Number 4, swim. You're a good swimmer, and not every predator likes to get wet. Number 5, leap. Try jumping a few feet up into the air. This can startle even the fiercest predator. It can give you time to escape. Number 6, hunker down. If all else fails, pull in your head and feet and hope your armor persuades the attacker to give up. Turn the page. How to spin a web like a spider. Number 1, cast a line. Cast a single silk thread into the air. If you're lucky, the breeze will catch it. It will snag on a nearby branch or other object. Number 2, make a loop. Walk across the first thread. Spin another that droops to form a U. Number 3, turn your U into a Y. Drop a line from the bottom of the loose thread. Tighten it to make a Y shape. Number 4, frame your web. Spin threads that will form the borders of your web. I have a question. What do you think would happen if you did not do these steps in order? If you were a spider and you did not do these steps in order, what do you think would happen? Yeah, it wouldn't work. You would not be able to actually spin a web that would work because the web wouldn't be made properly if you did not do these steps in order. If you turned your U into a Y first, well, there was no U to begin with, so you wouldn't even be able to do that. That's why we've got to follow it step by step in order. All right, number 5. Spin threads from the center to the edges. These lines form the framework for your web. They give you unsticky threads to walk on. Number 6, make a spiral. Make a spiral of silk. So far, none of the threads you've spun are sticky. Number 7, now work your way back to the center. Lay down sticky threads. The original spiral will be your path. You'll recycle it by eating it as you go. Number 8, wait for dinner. Now you can rest. Sit in the center of your new web. Wait for an insect to blunder into your trap. Turn your page. How to trap fish like a humpback whale. Number 1, find some fish. The first step is locating a school of fish. Some of these schools include millions of fish. Number 2, tell your friends. Call any humpbacks in the area. Let them know you've located dinner. Number 3, slap the surface. Whacking the water with your tail frightens the fish. It makes them swim closer together. If you don't have a tail, ask one of the whales for help. Number 4, swim in circles. Join the whales in circling beneath the fish. Blow bubbles. Herd the fish together by swimming in smaller and smaller circles. I noticed on the page that the author kind of organizes this text by putting these different steps in different little chunks on the page, and they're organized by number. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know not to read like 1, then 3, then 2, then 4, because that wouldn't be chronological order. And it's also got headings in bold. That's a text feature we can look at, these headings that are bold, so that then we know what we're looking for, we know what we're going to be reading about. Turn your page. Number 5, gulp. Take turns swimming up. Open your mouth wide. Swallow as many fish as you can in one gulp. Go ahead, turn your page for me. And I want you to get to a point where you are on this page right here. It's page number 76. Get to this page for me. Pause the video if you need help. But you should have only needed to turn one page. Here it says, you've learned a lot about animals in step-by-step advice from Animal Kingdom. What was the most interesting fact to you? First, draw a picture of the animal and write words to tell about the most interesting fact. So pick any fact about a whale, a spider, or an armadillo, and draw or write what you learned about it in this box right here. Once you're done with that, add some detail, add some color, but otherwise you are done. I had so much fun learning with you today. Happy drawing, happy writing, and I will see you tomorrow for more learning.